is ensemble machine learning algorithm is better compared to non-ensemble machine learning algorithm. So this will be finalized after this experiment, and then after we have to conclude that which of the ensemble machine learning is better for the data set whatever we have proposed. So we are going to use 4 machine learning models here: decision tree, random forest, light GBM, and stacking ensemble model. And these 4 machine learning models will be implemented on these 4 data sets. So basic information about the data set is given over here. It's a breast cancer data set, which is a binary classification problem. That means it will conclude that the patient is with this breast cancer or not. And then after we have Titanic data set, it is also a binary classification problem. Again, survived or not survived. So this data set will conclude that a particular person which is supplied, about which the information is supplied to that particular machine learning model, what will be the outcome, that it is survived or not. So there are 2 particular address outcomes over here: survived or not survived. After that, MNIST data and data set and digits data set. Both of these 2 digits data sets are image data set, which is based on the pattern recognition, that if someone is writing a particular number, if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that system will recognize. So these are the different kind of problem, and you can say these are multi-class classification problems. All right. So we have these 4 kind of data sets for these 4 kind of machine learning algorithms. So do we have any discussion till now? किसी को कुछ पूछना है, बात करना है, क्योंकि बहुत बोरिंग नहीं होना चाहिए. Actually it is on a very technical part. So if there is any question, any light question, या तो सब कुछ समझ आ रहा है या कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. दूसरे की पॉसिबिलिटी ज़्यादा है. हाँ बताइए. Yes, I am coming on to that. अभी आगे उसी पे ही बात कर रहे हैं. Actually, these data sets are available on various machine learning repositories like UCI machine learning repository or Kaggle. So these are few of the electronic repositories from which you can download these data sets, which are publicly available for the students and researchers. So we have these 4 data sets. Now I am coming with the implementation. So let us see how are we doing. Before that, I am putting here one information in front of you also, that all these models will be implemented with the help of Python Anaconda platform. All right. So accordingly, we will see the results. Yes. So this is the first experiment which is done on breast cancer data set. It's a binary classification problem, you know. Now see here, what is target distribution? What is the meaning of the target distribution? In breast cancer data set, you see there are two segments. One is having 212. I think it is not visible to you. It's a blue bar. It is 212, and the another one is 357. What does it mean? It means into the data in this data set, breast cancer data set, there are 212 data sets which are with yes, and remaining 357 data are related to no. All right. So similarly, in the second case, Titanic, 549 survived and remaining number is not survived. So this information, target distribution, means what are the frequency or the count of data as per the classification that you have. Third and fourth data set, MNIST and digits, they have 9 classes actually. All right. How many? 9 classes. So accordingly, 9 bars will be there, and they will be telling that this particular number has such kind of count. So that is basically represented here as a target distribution. You have a specific function in Python programming. After uploading this particular data set using pandas, you will write a code for this particular target distribution, and the outcome will be generated. Okay, if you will require code, I will supply you. Then after, we have this correlation heat map. Correlation heat map means any of the two features, how are they related? For example, height, weight, and marks. I am putting here one example. So height and weight are related to each other. Yes or no? Height and weight of any person are related to each other. But height is not related to marks. Or weight is not related to weight is not related to marks. All right. So if you want to have initial study on your data set, for such kind of insight, whatever I discussed with an example, so for that you have to go for the heat map. So this correlation heat map, if it is red, it is 100% related to each other. And if it is blue, that is not related to this. All right? That is not related to this. And this is one of the heat map, correlation heat map. Otherwise, you can express this with a number. And that number will be from -1 to +1. If it is approaching to 0, there is no relation. And if it is approaching to -1 or +1, then it is, yes, there is a relation. Maybe a positive or negative. So similarly, we have this feature distribution. Feature distribution basically means if there are certain values in any specific feature, 0 to 5, what is the count? 5 to 10, what is the count? That is basically expressed here in the feature distribution. Pair plot, that is just showing the relationship between two attributes. And after that, this is confusion matrix. Confusion matrix is the fundamental mathematical concept for the prediction. So this confusion matrix has two axes here. On x-axis you have predicted, and on y-axis you have actual. So whenever you are creating a confusion matrix for the prediction of any data set, that means if I will explain here, this is 40. 40 is for 0 actual and 0 predicted. All right? 0 actual and 0 predicted. So it means that whatever the classification you have, 0 is predicted as 0, that is 40. And if 0 is predicted as 1, which is misclassified, which is not correct, that is 3. You just see in the first confusion matrix whatever you have here. Means 0, 0, 0 predicted, 0 actual, it is 40. That means 40 classifications are correctly classified. And next one is 1 actual, 1 predicted. That means 68 classifications which are 1 are predicted as 1, which is also correct. But in second case, predicted 0 and actual 1, that means there are 3 classifications which are 0 actually, but they are predicted as 1, which is a wrong classification. So this is false positive, false negative, true positive, true negative. Based on these data, we have certain calculations like F1 score and precision, accuracy, that I will discuss later. But this is the concept of the confusion matrix. So see here, this is the first table which is giving the performance matrices, all kind of performance matrices for the breast cancer data set. So now you have here, for all these 4 machine learning algorithms, we have accuracy of 94.73, 96.49, 96.49 for the random forest, and 97.36 for the stacking classifier. So what does it mean? Stacking classifier is the best performer. Stacking classifier is the best performer for this particular data set. And which one is the least performer, decision tree. And decision tree is a non-ensemble technique, and stacking is a ensemble based technique. So it is concluded here that ensemble techniques are performing much more better, and in ensemble techniques there are three categories that we have: bagging, boosting and stacking. Stacking techniques are much more performing better for any particular problem. So this is the conclusion from this first experiment that we did for the breast cancer data set. Now we do the experiment, same experiment. Actually, this is also a very important concern which is related to validation of the data set, validation of the outcomes. So you see, for all 4 machine learning algorithms, the AUC, the ROC curve values are 0.9163 for the first one, and for next it is 0.9891, 0.9927. So these are very much approaching to 1. That means the outcomes, whatever we concluded, are validated properly. So for validation, we will go for the ROC curve. Again, we will have experiment 2, which is on Titanic data set. All right, this is Titanic data set. So similarly, we have heat map. Fortunately, here numbers are given. And this is pair plot. There is no discussion required on this, on these graphs and on the visualizations, pair plot and heat map, etc. This is feature distribution. This is confusion matrix, again for the decision making. And again, it is performance matrix for the conclusion of the ensemble learning. Now tell me, which one is best? Stacking model is best. And which one is least performer? Decision tree. What is the percentage classification that we have here? It is 79.88. And highest accuracy, actually it is less for all 4 algorithms. And this is not good. So we will have other model. We are going to propose another model for handling this particular problem. But again, you can derive the same conclusion for this particular data set, that ensemble learning algorithms are better compared to non-ensemble, and in ensemble learning algorithms, stacking algorithms are much more better. So this was for Titanic data set. Now coming to some multi-class classification problems. So this is again ROC curve. ROC curve means the validation of all these particular outcomes, whatever we have. And the values are similarly we have 0.79 or 0.84. Whatever the result we have, accordingly the validation results, validation number are also available over there. Coming to experiment number 3. This is MNIST data set, which is a multi-class classification problem. Now see what is happening. This is the sample MNIST image. And this is average image per class MNIST data set. This is just information, basic information about the data set. It's a multi-class classification data set. So we have this class distribution, pixel intensity heat map. This particular heat map will tell us the intensity level of the picture, to recognize it into different classes whichever explained in the data set from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, because there are 9 classifications into this particular data set. So again, we will have, actually it is a multi-class classification problem, that's why these recall and F1 score are explained separately. So we have this decision tree. What is the accuracy? 81.65. And for light GBM, it is 95.39, and random forest it is 95, stacking classifier it is 98.89. So what is the conclusion again? That non-ensemble algorithms are not performing well compared to ensemble, and under ensemble algorithms, stacking algorithms are performing well in this case of multi-class classification problem. All right. So this is the conclusion that we have. Again, we will have this confusion matrix for the prediction, and these are the ROC curves that we have, and these curves have very good values. One, it is approximately 1, approaching to 1. That means the answers are well validated, and whatever we concluded for the accuracy, that is perfect. So the outcomes are validated. So similar thing will be done for this digits data set. Now you see here for this digits data set, we have this sample image, average image per class. This is very similar to the previous data set, and class distribution. We